car? No way. Who's the safety car then? Fuck knows. Must be joking. Unless there actually is one on the track, maybe.
More importantly, Gamer 15 is your CPL Season 2 champion.
We are back, Season 3 of CPL, and we're here in Estoril, and in Portugal, for the first qualifying session of the season. And as you can see, we have a full grid on the left hand side, 18 drivers ready to try and set the fastest time of the session. So we obviously had Portugal last season, but on a different circuit, so this time, different track. I'm looking forward to see what the drivers can do. We got Senna, who had some very good performances last season, some podiums to his name. And he'll be looking to try and have another good season here back in the McLaren. Let's wait and see what he can do. He's got a few more corners to go before he comes up to the line. And here he goes. What lap time is he going to set and where's it going to put him? It's going to be a 33.73, which actually is provisional pole for now. There's a bit of lag there. I think I might be the one lagging today. He's on a 33.73. Justin as well, P2. The only two drivers into the 33s at the moment. We've got Pigeon P4. It's a good performance from him on his return to racing. Anyway, still on board with Senna. Might as well. He set the fastest time of the first set of laps. See what he can do on the second set. Can he improve? Can anyone improve at all? And he doesn't. Ewer. Massive improvement, 33.48. That's going to be difficult to beat. Lovely stuff from him, who obviously won the last race in Portugal, I believe. Okay, so keep going on board with Senna. Let's see, he's coming around the final few corners. And he's messed it up a bit there, so we'll move on. Ewer looks like he's got a bit of a slow exit there as well. And he doesn't improve. Justin improves. Johnny Fu up to P4 as well. We got Gamer 15, the reigning champion, in P5. And we got B. Laurent, who I don't even know who that is, in P6. Got Toaster and Pigeon, 7th and 8th. The British duo for Neon Sunset Racing. Aloxian 9th and Aussie P10. Then we have Nitro in 11th. Saniz P12. Paradrive 13th. Sabercat P14. Biscuit in 15th. Matt takes P16, Albono 17th, and Nick Hill on the back of his CL win last weekend, P18. So here we go, the first round of Season 3. We have Ewer to lead us underway on pole, and Senna alongside him. And away we go. Ewer on the soft tyres. Senna's gone mediums, along with many other drivers also following with the medium tyre strategy in the top 10. So see Justin trying to make a move. He's managed to get himself up to P2 He's trying to take the lead here. He's going to pull to the inside. Oh, there he goes, up to P1. Can Ewa fight back? He's going to get the inside for the next corner. Justin on the outside and manages to get it done. And there's a few drivers on the grass. Game of 15. And Sabercat there, just at the back, getting a lot of the grass. So we go a bit further back, Aussie onto the grass, and he pushes Paradrive along with him as well. We got Toaster's had a good start up to P4, lovely start from him. So we go to the front, there's more battling Ewa, trying to retake the lead. And oh my god, my internet is cooked right now. But we are back, hopefully, for the remainder of the race. We got Ewa going very wide, Senna taking the lead, Toaster up to P2 now. What a start from him as he goes onto the grass along with many other drivers. We've got Blank has lost a lot of places there, and I think we're going to see a reoccurring theme of drivers hitting that grass in that chicane, or the sand even if you want to call it that. We've got Gamer 15 up to P5, made a move on Johnny Fu there. Got further back, got Paradrive and Bisky on side by side. My internet is not liking these hairpins, seems to be where I'm lagging. But it's all good. We've got Paradrive back up the inside of Pigeon. And he's gone through up to P8. And Aussie's gone a little bit out of shape there. Pigeon onto the sand. But he's managed to recover fine. We got further back. Sun is on the back of the field. We got Senna and Toaster side by side. Senna pushes Toaster onto the grass. Toaster manages to have a nice re-entry there, which allows Ewa to get through. And he's also set the fastest lap that previous tour. So Ewa looking to try and recover after a bit of a poor start. They're all, as the field is spreading out, less drivers colliding onto the grass. You've got Bisky going onto the sand there slightly. Other than that, they're all good. Nitro has just gone very far off the track there. Bisky as well, also off the track, and that looked like Sabercat as well, off the track slightly. And there we go, Justin also off the track. Senna gets past, Ewa also getting through. It's up to P2 for Ewa. And Justin is going to have to stick with P3 for now, unless he can go up the inside here, but he's not going to have a look. He will stick with P2 for now. Aussie up to P5, Johnny Fu trying to make a move. Going to be side by side, but Aussie manages to get in front. Game of 15, down to P7, we've got Blank trying to make some progress. He's up to P8 on the mediums as Paradrive becomes our first driver into the pit lane very early. Obviously wants to get out of the traffic. Bisky also following. And he's going to have some nice clean air ahead of him if he can get ahead of Sanis. And he does. Guess the lag not helping me out there. Anyway, I'll go back towards the front a bit more. See what we can find. Any battling going on? That's someone off. That is Matt. Has had an off there. It's allowed Sabercat and Nitro to get past as Nitro is hit by his former ERL teammate. But he gets back through. Aloxian also getting through. And now Paradrive, who has already stopped, is trying to make some progress. And Matt, that's even earlier stop on the medium tyres. A lot of drivers not enjoying the traffic. Albono has also followed suit as well. We've got some Paradrive trying to make his way through the field, trying to utilise the freshness in his tyres, and he's up to P12. So this is good. Aloxian trying to fight back though. They're going to be side by side. But Paradrive manages to stay ahead for now. It looks like he is going to hold that position, and he's now got Sabercat and Nick Hill to chase after. And that is Ewa into the pit lane. Onto another set of soft tyres, and he's come out into a nice gap actually. Behind Pigeon. But he's got a bit of a gap to Pigeon. And then he's got Blank as well. Not a bad gap to fall into. We've got a bit of battling here. Aussie and Toaster, and also Johnny Fu. They're 3 wide at the moment. And they're going to continue 3 wide, unfortunately, for Toaster. He gets the short straw there. But Johnny Fu has managed to make it through. But Aussie coming back at him has managed to get back past. We've got Toaster looking for a move on Game of 15. Game of 15, who didn't even realise it was this circuit until just before the race started, so maybe that's why we're not seeing hints of Season 2 Gamer 15 for sure. Anyway, these 4 still battling for what is currently the final spot on the podium. Onto the grass. That allows Johnny Fu to have a look for a move. Aussie's having none of it. We've got Ewa now, who's jumped onto the back of this fight. He's going to want to get past quick on the softs. Johnny Fu into the pit lane. Ewa gets past Toaster. He'll be wanting to try and get past the other two just as easily. Wait and see, can he get through? He's not going to have a look. Aussie's the one having a look up the inside of Gamer, but it's going to be Ewa to the outside. Ooh, tried to go around the outside, just slightly touched the grass there, and it didn't quite work out, unfortunately for him. As Gamer 15 hits the gravel, manages to hold the position though, so that's good for him. Aussie onto the grass slightly there, and Gamer 15, Aussie, Justin, Toaster all into the pit lane, and Senna stays out. So we see Paradrive, and there we go, beautiful undercut from Paradrive. He might have to stop an additional time compared to the others. But it's been a beautiful undercut. He's now on the battle for the podium. So lovely stuff. And Ewa as well. Great undercut. 3 seconds clear of Justin now. He's managed to make the most of those soft tyres. And he's going to take the net lead. And he's going to take the race lead as we see the leader, Senna, into the pit lane. Anyway, towards the back, we've got a lot of battling going on. We've got 5 cars pretty close to each other here. There's Matt onto the grass. That's Bono a bit wide there. Loxian's going to try and get through into the slipstream, and he pulls to the outside. Biscuit and Pigeon both in the pit lane, and Pigeon is going to cause a bit of carnage here, unfortunately for him, just as he come out the pit lane. Loxian going for an overtake, and he's lost a few places there. Sabercat has now got a through on him, as well as Nick Hill has managed to get through. Oh, pressed the wrong button. Very sorry about that. But Bono back through on Nick Hill as Nick Hill makes a mistake there. And Loxian, can he make some moves? He's got Pigeon, gets a nice switch back on Matt there, as Matt very, very wide through the hairpin. Got Nick Hill trying to retake that position. Bono backs out of it, and Nick Hill up into P10. So that's good for him. Can Pigeon try and make some progress? And Biscuit as well on their fresher tyres. Biscuit on the softs. He's got his teammate just in front of him as well. That might help. There we go, Biscuit through. He also gets a double overtake there as he gets Pigeon on the way, but onto the gravel for him. And he's lost all that progress he just made, but he might get it back here. He's going to be side by side with Pigeon, but unfortunately for him, not meant to be, as Paradrive takes his second stop and he's out in P9, so that's looked pretty good. Good undercut for him. So we see these 3 battling again. They've been battling for quite a big part of this race. And they're on different strategies actually. Aussie's gone for another set of mediums. Gamer 15 and Johnny have gone for hards. Bit of a mistake there. That allows Johnny to make the move. And he's up into P4 as Ewa exits the pit lane just behind these 3. And he's going to have to try and get past all of them again. And this might hold him up. This might help Justin and Senna on their different strategies, as Aussie makes a bit of a mistake there, and Ewa is now looking for a move, and he gets past both of them. That could be crucial for his race, as if he can stay in front. Bit of a mistake there from Gamer, and it looks like he's got a bit of a gap as well, so that could be crucial for his race. Lovely stuff for him. Got Pigeon still trying to make some progress. He's side by side with Bono here. Manages to stay in front for now. And he gets past Sabercat after a bit of a mistake at that final corner. Bono's going to look to the outside of Sabercat. And they're both going to look to the inside of Pigeon. Didn't quite work. Pigeon onto the grass slightly, and that allows Sabercat to get through on both of them. But Sabercat very wide, and Pigeon straight back through again. Lovely stuff from him. Let's go see back on board with this battle for P4. Is Gamer going to make a move? Looks pretty happy in the slipstream for now, actually. So Aussie has pitted again. I didn't quite catch that one, but he has pitted onto the hard tyres. He's got Nick Hill for company now. They're going to be side by side. And Aussie manages to power through it up to P9. So lovely stuff from him. Bit of a battle here as well. We've got a Loxian up the inside of Matt for P14. P15 even, sorry. And Loxian has managed to make it work. This is actually the battle for last place, currently held by Nitro for Ferrari. Matt trying to come back at Loxian. Has he got enough tyres? We got some guys joined. I've never even heard of him in my life, but he's joined the game. Anyway, what have we got? Not really much going on at the moment. It's got Matt and Aloxian pretty close. We've got Gamer 15 still just chilling behind. We've got Ewa, who has actually closed up quite nicely. On Senna, as we see Sanna's his ghosted laps car. That's Toaster into the pit lane. So we've got Ewa, can he make a move on Senna? He's managed to close up very nicely. Got Nick Hill as well, also in the pit lane. Here we go, can Ewa make a move? Is he going to be close enough as we head into the first corner? Then we go out the final corner in the slipstream, and he's already out the slipstream. Very, very good overspeed there. And he's up into P2. Just got Justin ahead of him now to try and close up and catch. Anyway, Matt and Aloxian still battling for P15. Matt onto the grass, so they're not really battling for long. Aloxian doesn't get the best exit though, and he's onto the gravel himself. This allows Matt to close back up, and he's going to have a look to the inside. Sabercat into the pit lane. And now Matt, can he finish the move? Aloxian trying to go for the switchback. He gets a pretty good exit. They're still going to be side by side in the end. Matt, unfortunately for him, onto the grass slightly, and he does not make it through there. He's going to go back up the inside. Hasn't really worked. Paradrive into the pit lane again for his third stop of the race. Onto the mediums as we watch Nitro. Lovely double switchback there. Aloxian and Matt battling hard, and in the end Nitro getting through on both of them. We've also got Sabercat trying to make a move on Albono. I thought he was going to try and sit behind the way he was weaving, but it doesn't look like it. He's gone for the move. They're side by side, but Sabercat, oh, a bit of a mistake there, and that is not going to help him. Anyway, Gamer 15 is up into the podium places at the moment. Senna has pitted onto another set of hard tyres, so I assume he'll be going until the end of the race. So that's when I see if that strategy can work out. Anyway, any battling, got side by side action here. Aloxian has let past Sabercat, as well as Matt has also let Albono past. So Aloxian seems to have lost quite a bit of time to Matt there. They were obviously battling for quite a few laps, and now they're not. Got a battle there though. Who's that? Looks like battle for the lead even. Here we go. Justin trying to retake the lead that Ewa has just taken off him. They're going to be side by side as we head into the third sector and through deadly corners. Justin cleverly backs out that one. Don't want to go side by side through that chicane. You're never going to get through it. Justin has Ewa into the pit lane, as well as Aloxian as well. So Justin carries on. Ewa has gone for hard tyres. Quite an interesting choice, as you can see in the top right corner. 13 to 17 laps on hards. There's only 12 laps to go. However, this circuit is pretty tyre wear hefty, so maybe not the worst choice. He comes out behind Senna. Not too far behind though, so that'll be an interesting battle to keep an eye on towards the end of the race. As we watch Matt make a juke into the pit lane. No one really fell for it. I don't think anyone really cared either. And Albono just sees the opportunity and makes the move. Matt is trying to come back at him though. And Sabercat is not allowing Matt to do that. As we see Justin into the pit lane. He comes out in P3. So Ewa has managed to make the undercut. And he also managed to... Oh, I thought he took the lead then, but not quite. Senna defending. And this is going to be a good battle. We got 10 laps till the end of the race. We've got Justin on the mediums. We'll be eager to close these guys down. We've got Senna, who has 1 or 2 lap older hard tyres. Then Ewa as well, who'll be looking to try and hold him off. Here we go. Is he going to make the move? Senna forces him to the outside. It doesn't matter though. Ewa has very good speed, and Ewa takes the lead of the race. Aussie is not very happy about something. Let's go and take a look. He's got a bit of a gap to others around him, so maybe something that cost him a bit of time. Anyway, Senna, can he make a move? I think he's happy just chilling behind for now. Might want to think about making a move soon though. He will struggle a lot more towards the end, so I need to try and maybe attack soon, possibly. See, we've got Johnny Fu on the back of Aussie. I'm assuming most drivers have made their final stop now with only 9 laps to go in this race. And there goes Johnny Fu up the inside. Can he make it work? Not quite, onto the grass slightly there. And he has to stick in P6 for now. Also got Blank up the inside of Paradrive. And he's having a good race, to be fair, Blank. Up to P7. Still battling here. But Blank manages to hold the position as Albono into the pit lane. Biscoin is on a 4-stop strategy. Crazy. I think Paradrive might pit again soon actually as well. His tyres aren't looking great. Still got 8 laps to go. Aussie into the pit lane, and he has some frustration clearly from this race. He comes out next to Toaster. Banging wheels, but Toaster manages to get in front. Don't think Aussie will be behind for too much longer though. He's got the fresh tyres. And a bit of a lag rocket there. Both onto the grass, unfortunately for them. Anyway, towards the front, we've got Ewers managed to make a bit of a gap. Towards Senna, we've got Justin. Looks like he's managed to close up on Senna as well. Is it enough to close up for the lead? That's wait and see. We've also got a lot of back markers here battling. There's Aloxian and Matt battling. P15, still. Like they have been for quite a long time in this race. There we go, Paradrive in, along with Nick Hill and Nitro, all going for... Paradrive's actually gone for another set of mediums. Quite interesting, with only 6 laps to go. But that's his choice. Anyway, Ewer has quite a nice gap now. 1.81 seconds as Justin crosses the line. Justin was only a 10th quicker on the previous lap as well, so he's got a bit of work to do. He's going to want to try and close up to the lead of the race. Paradrive, who has pitted, he's closed up to Biscoin now. Currently P10 as Biscoin pits. A lot of drivers pitting late in this race. So yeah, he's going to do 6 laps on mediums. Very interesting strategy. 5-stop strategy from Biscoin. Bit of an interesting one. Let's wait and see if that can work. He comes out in P12. Anyway, any battling going on. Might as well head towards the bottom. We have a 3-way battle for P15 here. Matt, Albono and Aloxian. As Albono up the inside of Matt. Matt manages to hold it for now, but he's going to have the outside. Albono gets ahead. Matt not really fighting that one. He's pretty happy to concede a place. Still going to be battling though through the chicane. Aloxian onto the grass. Everyone a bit wide there. That might have just been my game. They're all doing fine. Ewer is looking very strong here as Aloxian and Matt both into the pit lane as well. So yeah, very late stops in this race. Obviously a lot of drivers struggling with tyre wear and going for more stops. And they come out in 16th and 17th in this race. Oh, Matt onto the grass a bit there. Oh well, anyway. Any battling, we've got Nitro's looking close to Biscoin. He's got some fresher soft tyres. Biscoin's got fresher tyres, but they are harder, so Nitro might be able to make an initial progress, good initial progress, but might stall towards the end of this race. Good recovery though, he was last at one point, so if he can get P12, I'm sure he'll be fairly happy with that. Obviously in CPL, everyone gets a point up to P17 unless you're DNF, but we have had no DNF so far, so currently it's only Saniz that won't be getting a point as we watch Nitro. Up to P12, good move. Have to wait and see how well he can utilise those soft tyres. Might as well keep going back on board for a few laps with Aloxian and Matt battling for P16. Actually, we'll go a bit further up. We've got Paradrive and Toaster. Toaster just putting Paradrive onto the grass slightly there, but Paradrive is going to have another go at him as they come down the straight. He's into the slipstream. He pulls to the outside on the penultimate lap of this Portuguese Grand Prix. Toaster onto the gravel, Paradrive also onto the grass, but he's managed to get in front. Lovely stuff. He's up to P8. Very good. Good strategy in the end from Paradrive. Can't remember where he started, but it's been a good race. Back to the front. Justin has not been able to close, and Ewa has pulled off a very, very good stint. He's now 5 seconds clear of Senna. So very, very good stint on the hard tyres. Only got a few more corners to go. Managed to take 1 win last season. He's going to match that already in this first race as he comes up to the line. Ewa is going to win the Portuguese Grand Prix. Justin takes a P2 just like he did in the Netherlands last season, and Senna, again like he did in Portugal last season, takes P3. Game of 15 P4 on his he's trying to defend the championship. Johnny Fu takes 5th. Aussie comes home for P6. We've got Paradrive. Actually overtook Blank there towards the end and takes P7. Blank P8. Toaster takes P9. Got Nick Hill 10th. And we got Pigeon just about holds on for P11. Biscuit takes P12. Nitro P13 in the end. And we have some battling here. Both of them off the track. It looks like Albono is going to take P14 here. And we have Sabercat P15. We haven't got Matt. Looks like he's going to let Aloxian past. Aloxian takes P16. Matt takes the final point. P17. And it is Sanis, unfortunately. P18 for him and Prima Powertrain, his own team, in fact. But yeah, lovely stuff from Ewa. He takes the win. And he even matches his podium count from last season. So lovely stuff. Justin, another podium. Took 2 P3s last season. And he's now taken a P2, hopefully for him. Be P1 soon. That's also 3 consecutive podiums for Justin, so he's on some good form. As I mentioned, Senna took P3 in Portugal last time out. He takes it again now. There we go, that's your top 3, and that is your grid. Good race from Trident, 4th and 7th. And yeah, good race for obviously the top 3 teams as well. That is it, that's round 1 done. We've got a bit of a longer season this time, 8 rounds in CPL Season 3. And I'll be back next week for Circuito Brazil. And I'll see you then. Goodbye.